In a great city like Tulsa, this feels like a third world problem. A few patches of light surrounded by miles and miles of dark streets and highways. It's been that way so long, we just accept it. Sometimes because we forget this isn't how things are supposed to be.
We go out back, like to walk the dog or something, it's dark. I mean,
Robert Schultz thought his neighborhood was just naturally dark. Until he realized all of the lights are out on this stretch of the BA Expressway, and have been out since he moved here about a year ago.
I mean, the moonlight is about the light we get.
By now, the cause of it all is well known, an epidemic of copper theft along the highways. The crooks may not be geniuses, but they've managed to do a lot of damage, and the city has a hard time stopping them. But how did it get this bad? Like, why didn't we pay attention to this?
Well, they've been paying attention. It's just a matter of catching them. I mean, the police have been looking for the people for a long time.
Terry Ball says thieves have dismantled the entire highway lighting system. And not only is the city paying to fix all those disabled streetlights, we're also paying the same flat-rate electricity bill, as if all the lights were on. Last year, when 33 miles of copper wiring was stolen and roadways were in the dark, the city forked over $620,000 for highway lighting.
It's a continual catch-up, trying to keep the lights up. It's just people coming in and trying to do stuff to them.
The latest solution, having 2 city crews replace copper wiring with aluminum. Less of a target because it's worth a fraction of what copper brings. And they're slapping stickers on light poles in hopes thieves will say, why bother? But just this week, we found out that may not be enough. These guys, Robert McKibben and John James Nelson, were arrested for stealing the brand new aluminum wire that had been put in the poles just days ago. A potent signal in spite of Tulsa's renewed effort and the millions of dollars we're spending, the new solution may not be working. So what is? To find out, we turned to Salt Lake City, Utah, which fought its own battle with streetlight thieves and won.
One of the biggest in our state's history of copper wire along I-15, about a mile-long stretch in North Salt Lake.
Utah made the switch to aluminum, but went 2 steps further. They buried the boxes that gave access to the wiring, and they set up sensors on the lights with copper wiring in them. Expensive, but it's worked.
It's not always easy because we don't have just, extra money sitting in a pot ready to go out and repair these type of criminal activities.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Back home in Tulsa, Robert Schultz is for anything that gets the lights on and keeps them on. Burglars have broken into his home twice.
Makes it kind of a target, and then without the light, and if it's dark back here, that just makes it that much more attractive, I think.